The Fast and Furious movie is one no one would ever forget in a hurry. But one cannot help but wonder what has become of the main actors. Curious to know what they look like today?
There's a lot of priorities in my life that get sacrificed for me to be here, but it's time for me to focus on those priorities.
Watch this video until the end. Honestly, for many of them, you would be shocked, especially the last 5. We've compiled a list of the protagonists and what they are up to today. Sit tight and let's delve into it. Here is number 1, Lucas Black. Remember Lucas Black? He played the lead role of Sean Boswell, the high school troublemaker. He was born in Decatur, Alabama, to Jan Gillespie, an office worker, and Larry Black, a museum employee. He grew up in Speake, Alabama, played football for the Speake Bobcats, and graduated high school in May 2001. At age 11, Black made his film debut in Kevin Costner's film The War. He subsequently was cast as Caleb Temple in CBS's television series American Gothic, and in the films Sling Blade, Ghosts of Mississippi, and The X-Files. Later, Black starred as Connor Strong in the TV film Flash, which aired on the Wonderful World of Disney. In the movie, his character visits a horse daily, hoping to buy it. Black also played a supporting role as Oakley in the historical drama Cold Mountain. In 2004, he starred as Vernon, an autistic piano prodigy, in the indie musical drama Killer Diller and several others. And in 2006, he got a major role in The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, directed by Justin Lin. Looking back, he described Tokyo Drift as where he had the most fun. After his role in the movie, Lucas continued his acting career, taking on diverse roles such as Buddy in the indie drama Get Low, directed by Aaron Schneider. He also played Jeep Hansen in the fantasy thriller Legion and portrayed Luke Chisholm, a promising young golfer striving for success in the indie golfing film 7 Days in Utopia. Given his background in sports, Black thoroughly enjoyed the filming processes of the movies he acted, stating that it allowed him to reminisce about his playing days and enjoy the camaraderie with fellow actors on set. He does enjoy what he does.
In golf, it's an individual game, but it's still fun to compete.
What was the biggest thing you learned in high school sports that helped lead you to the career that you're at now? What was kind of the biggest thing you learned from playing high school sports?
Just to never give up, man. When you get something that ain't going your way, it's always another day. You just got to keep that feet moving forward.
In 2014, Lucas was cast in NCIS New Orleans as NCIS Special Agent LaSalle, a no-nonsense agent with a work hard, play hard motto. In 2015, Black returned to play Sean Boswell in a cameo appearance in Furious 7. Sean did not appear in the 8th installment, The Fate of the Furious, and in July 2016, Black explained on The Chris Mannix Show that he could not return due to his schedule with NCIS New Orleans. How about his life? In November 2019, Black left the NCIS to devote more time to his family. He also returned to the Fast and Furious franchise, reprising his role as Sean in F9 in 2021. Black married Maggie O'Brien, a lawyer, in 2010. They have 3 children. After leaving NCIS New Orleans in 2019, he began uploading videos to his YouTube channel in January 2020 called Real Life Lucas Black, focusing on fishing and hunting. Are you surprised he ended up with tasks such as fishing and hunting? Well, keep watching to find out what happened to the other cast. Number 2. Bow Wow. Shad Gregory Moss, better known as Bow Wow, is an American rapper and actor. His career began upon being discovered by rapper Snoop Dogg at 6. 5 years later, he signed with record producer Jermaine Dupri's So Def Recordings, an imprint of Columbia Records. As Lil Bow Wow, he released his debut studio album, Beware of Dog, at age 13, and his second album, Doggy Bag, in 2001. Both met with critical and commercial success. The albums peaked at numbers 10 and 11 on the Billboard 200, respectively. Moss parted ways with So Def to release his third album, Unleashed, which peaked at number 3 on the chart and was his first release after dropping Lil from his stage name. His fourth album, Wanted, spawned the singles Let Me Hold You and Like You, which peaked at numbers 4 and 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming his highest charting songs. Moss first appeared as a cameo in the 2002 film All About the Benjamins. Moss was cast in the lead role for the sports comedy film Like Mike that same year. He starred in Johnson Family Vacation in 2004 and Roll Bounce in 2005. He played a supporting role in The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift in 2006, a character he reprised in F9 in 2021. He played Twinkle in the series. Twinkie is a mechanic and Han Solo-O's crew member who befriended Sean Boswell in Tokyo. He introduced Sean to the world of drifting and also sold hustled goods. After his ventures in Tokyo, he secured work for himself and his friends in Germany by building rocket engines for the German military. They later built a rocket-powered Pontiac Fiero, which Dominic Toretto's crew obtained. After his days on Fast and Furious, Moss appeared in 5 episodes of Entourage and starred as Brody Nelson in CSI: Cyber until the show's 2016 cancellation. Bow Wow planned to release his new, then-titled album Underrated on Cash Money Records, but the record underwent several delays, and in mid-November 2011, Bow Wow announced on his blog that the record wouldn't be out before 2012. The album was intended to feature Birdman, Boyz II Men, Chris Brown, DJ Khaled, Fabulous, Game, Lil Wayne, Lloyd Banks, Meek Mill, Nas, Nelly, Sean Kingston, Snoop Dogg, DMX, Styles P, and Talib Kweli. The first promo single is For My Hood, featuring DJ Khaled and Sean Kingston. In May 2015, with his long-delayed album Cash Money still without a release date, Bow Wow announced that he had amicably parted ways with Cash Money Records to move on with his music career. He said, "I want to dictate when my music comes out. I'm tired of going to the studio to make records, and then I listen to them, 'cause then they get old. Then when you all ask for new music, I don't want to hear it because I've been listening to it for 2 or 3 months. I just can't be held up by anybody. It's as simple as that. I have a daughter. I got a family I gotta provide for." On August 7, 2016, Bow Wow officially announced that he was retiring from rapping and would release one more album, NYLth, which was initially tentatively scheduled for release in 2017. In 2021, he announced that his final album would be titled Before 30 and would be released by Death Row Records. He teased the album again in March 2024. From all indications, Bow Wow is fixed on his music career. Here is number 3, Sun Kang. Kang was born in Clarkston, Georgia, to Korean immigrant parents. His Korean mother and black stepfather raised him in Gainesville, Georgia. He moved to Barstow, California while in high school. He later attended the University of California, Riverside. While in college, he chose acting over law school, which disappointed his parents, who worried that the lack of Asian Americans on American television meant a lack of job prospects. Kang's first major role was in Better Luck Tomorrow, directed by Justin Lin, where he played Han Lu, an aloof gang member. He was one of the stars in The Motel, where he played Sam Kim. Kang reprised his role as Han Lu in the Fast and Furious franchise, first appearing in The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, Lin's second movie. Kang's role in Tokyo Drift was originally written as a one-off character in an almost straight-to-DVD release. An opportunity for a rapper to make a cameo, tossing his keys to the main character in the person of Lucas Black. As production progressed, Lin expanded Han to a significant supporting character who proved emotionally affecting and provided a more delicate touch than the Fast movies had seen before or since. In portraying Han, Kang emulated the laid-back cool of the Paul Newmans and Steve McQueens with an added Pitt-esque obsession with constantly snacking. An unexpected fan favorite, Kang was brought back to the Fast and Furious franchise by Lin, appearing in Fast and Furious, Fast 5, and Fast and Furious 6. Soon Kang portrayed Han Lu in the series. Han Lue, also known as Han Sol-oh, is an expert drifter, thief, and former business partner of Takashi, who began as a member of Dominic Toretto's crew. Following the supposed death of his lover, Giselle Yashar, in Spain, he left the United States to live in Tokyo, Japan, where a former associate of Giselle recruited him, Mr. Nobody, to recover a dangerous superweapon-like device. While recovering the device, he saved the life of Ella Liu, who was the daughter of the creators, and subsequently faked his death, using Deckard Shaw's attack as cover before going into hiding, eventually resurfacing 6 years later. So, what's up with him after his time in the film? First, Kang continued his acting career. He played an FBI agent in Jet Li's film War and was featured in the movie Forbidden Warrior as Doran, a son of Genghis Khan. He had a small role in the action movie Live Free or Die Hard and appeared in Walter Hill's movie Bullet to the Head as Detective Taylor Kwan opposite Sylvester Stallone. Kang has had several notable television roles, including the recurring role of the narcissistic president Gin Kyu Yoon Chun Yu Ni in the Korean drama parody Tae-do, Attitudes and Feelings, both desirable and sometimes secretive, alongside Bobby Lee on Mad TV. He portrayed FBI agent Tae Kim in the short-lived crime procedural Gang Related on Fox. Both roles required him to speak Korean, which he is conversant in. The character Tae Kim was written for him by creator Chris Morgan, with whom he had worked on the Fast and Furious franchise. Kang started the YouTube channel Sung's Garage in January 2021, which hosts the videos for the podcast of the same name. Kang credits reporter Jen Yamato of the Los Angeles Times and her Sancha Justice Forhan's social media campaign for rallying public interest and bringing the character of Han Lu back to the Fast and Furious franchise, in which he reprises his role in F9 2021, reuniting with director Lin once more. In 2022, Kang portrayed Fifth Brother in the Disney Plus series Obi-Wan Kenobi. The same year, Kang made his directorial debut in the horror comedy Shaky Shivers. He owned a restaurant called Sakatini in Brentwood, Los Angeles, California, which closed in early 2013. Lastly, Kang launched a watch with Perrilet in 2016. Number 4. Brian T. T was born J. Biom Takata in Okinawa Prefecture. His father was Japanese-American and his mother was from South Korea. At age 2, he moved to Hacienda Heights, California, and was raised in Southern California. He attended Glenn A. Wilson High School, where he was the president of the Associated Student Body and football team captain. While in high school, he worked at Blackjack Pizza in Hacienda Heights. T graduated with a theater and performing arts degree from the University of California, Berkeley. Not long after graduating, he adopted his culturally ambiguous stage name, Brian T., after being rejected by a Korean director at an audition for having a Japanese last name. After this time, T played Kazu, the owner of Sushi Rocks, on Nickelodeon's Zoe 101. He played Eddie Choi in Crash. He starred as Akira Kimura on Grimm and Takeda on Burn Notice. He appeared in the Season 4 episode The Girl in the Mask as Ken Nakamura on the series Bones. From there, he played Dwayne Archimedes in the indie feature film Roswell FM. T appeared in an episode in the first season of the television series Dark Blue as a Korean criminal. He has a short part in Austin Powers in Goldmember as a pedestrian who has a brief comic exchange with another man over the legality of calling a giant monster Godzilla.
Run! It's Godzilla!
It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not.
Still, we should run like it is Godzilla!
Though it isn't.
T can also be seen as a contestant on an episode of Hollywood Squares hosted by Tom Bergeron. He played in 1999 against a woman named Heidi. T was also in the music video Dance Like Michael Jackson by Far East Movement. One of T's most famous roles was as DK Takashi Drift King in the third installment of the Fast and Furious series, The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift in 2006. Takashi, better known by his former nickname DK, is the nephew of Yakuza boss Kamata and a prominent street racer who became known as the Drift King of Tokyo's racing community. He eventually came into conflict with an American expat named Sean Boswell after the latter began to form a friendship with his girlfriend, Neela, which eventually reached a romantic level, sparking a rivalry between the two. As Sean became more skilled in drifting under the mentorship of Han Sol-oh, he discovered that Han had been stealing money from his uncle, prompting him to chase Han and Sean with his friend Morimoto. After Han was supposedly killed during the chase, Sean challenged Takashi to a drift race down a mountain. Despite Takashi's dirty racing tactics, Sean won the race, resulting in Takashi losing his title and being forced to leave Tokyo. After his time in the film, he appeared in James Mangold's The Wolverine. T played Nobuo Mori, a sadistic minister of justice who arranged to marry the daughter of Yakuza boss Shingen Yashida. T appeared in the television film The Gabby Douglas Story on October 18, 2013, where he played her coach, Liang Chao, aired in 2014 on Lifetime. He also co-starred in the 2015 film Jurassic World, where he played Hamada, a high-ranking commander who works for the Asset Containment Unit. T played Shredder in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Out of the Shadows, the 2016 sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where Toharu Masamune previously portrayed the role. On July 20, 2015, T signed on to co-star in the NBC medical drama Chicago Med as Dr. Ethan Choi. He had previously appeared on its sister show Chicago PD as a Chinese gangster in Season 2. In October 2022, it was confirmed that T would be exiting Chicago Med after 8 seasons. Besides English, T speaks fluent Japanese and proficient Korean. He is married to actress Morelli Taylor, with whom he has a daughter. Number 5. Natalie Kelly. Kelly was born to a Peruvian mother and an Argentine father in Lima, Peru. They moved to Sydney when she was 3, and she attended North Sydney Girls High School. In 2005, Charmed executive producers Brad Kern, Aaron Spelling, and E. Duke Vincent developed a 1-hour pilot for the WB titled Mermaid. Kelly was cast as the series' protagonist, Nikki, a mermaid rescued by a young man when she washes ashore in Miami. The pilot was not picked up because the WB and UPN merged into the CW. The resulting network passed on the show. In June 2006, Kelly received her breakout role as Neela in The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, the third installment of the Fast and Furious franchise. Neela is the daughter of a hostess and the ex-girlfriend of Takashi. She soon befriended Sean Boswell, an American expat with whom she later became romantically involved. After her time in the movie, Kelly pursued her acting career. She appeared in the low-budget drama crime film Loaded alongside Jesse Metcalfe. In March 2011, Kelly had a small role in the retro comedy film Take Me Home Tonight, which starred Topher Grace, Anna Faris, and fellow Australian Teresa Palmer. The film was shot in Los Angeles in 2007, but Universal Pictures delayed its release for unknown reasons. The following month, Kelly appeared as the protagonist in the low-budget horror film Urban Explorer, which follows 4 urban explorers exploring an underground world beneath metropolitan Berlin. Kelly also played the love interest in the music video for the Bruno Mars song Just the Way You Are.
Just the way you are.
In August 2011, she signed on in a major recurring role in the second season of the ABC crime drama television series Body of Proof. Kelly appeared as Danny Alvarez in 10 episodes and made her final appearance in the episode Going Viral Part 1. In 2012, Kelly played a vampire princess in the video clip Luna Lena from Puerto Rican reggaeton duo Baby Rasta and Gringo. From there, she went on to win a regular role in the Lifetime series Unreal. In 2016, Kelly was cast as Carmen Castillo in the TV pilot sequel to the 1999 film Cruel Intentions, but the project did not go into a series. From 2016 to 2017, Kelly appeared as Sybil in the final season of the CW television series The Vampire Diaries. Kelly starred as Crystal in the first season of the CW's Dynasty reboot from 2017 to 2018. In 2020, she debuted in the lead role of Noah Hamilton in the ABC series The Baker and the Beauty. As for her relationship, Kelly began dating Jordan "Jordy" Burroughs in 2018. That April, she confirmed in an Instagram post that they were engaged and they married on 29th of April 2018. However, the duo got divorced in 2020. Now don't click away because the story of the next set of actors will leave you shocked. Number 6. Sonny Chiba. Chiba was born in Fukuoka. His father was a pilot for the Imperial Japanese Army Air Service. When he was 4 years old, his father was transferred to Kisarazu, Chiba, and the family moved to Kimitsu, Chiba Prefecture. After Chiba went to junior high school in Kimitsu, the physical education teacher advised him to do artistic gymnastics. He also was passionate about track and field sports, baseball, and volleyball. He participated in 4 sports championships at Chiba Prefecture. In high school, Chiba dedicated himself to artistic gymnastics and won the National Sports Festival of Japan in his 3rd year. He enjoyed watching movies, including Western movies such as Shane and High Noon. Chiba went to the Nippon Sports Science University in 1957. He was a serious candidate for a place in the Japanese Olympic team in his late teens until a back injury sidelined him. While a university student, he began studying martial arts with the renowned Kyokushin karate master Masutatsu Mas Oyama, who he later portrayed in a trilogy of films. This led him to a first-degree black belt on 15 October 1965, later receiving a 4th degree on 20 January 1984. Chiba's career began in the 1960s, when he starred in 2 tokusatsu superhero shows. In his first role, he replaced Susumu Wajima as the main character Kotaro Ran 7 Color Mask in 7 Color Mask in the second half of the series. However, his breakthrough role was in the 1974 film The Street Fighter. Chiba then appeared in several English-language American films, including Kill Bill Volume 1 and Fast and Furious 3 Tokyo Drift in 2006, where he played Kamata. As a Yakuza boss, Kamata possessed a great deal of influence over Tokyo's criminal underworld. At some point in the past, he used his influence to claim Tokyo's street racing as his turf and put his nephew Takashi in charge of managing the place as part of the family business. Upon discovering that Han was stealing money from him, Kamata visited Takashi and reprimanded his nephew for not noticing, causing Takashi to go after Han in retaliation. Although Han was able to escape in the car chase that ensued, he was T-boned by another car while attempting to drive away and seemingly died when his car violently exploded not long after. Challenge. Look like today. After Han's supposed death, Sean Boswell came to Kamata with a duffel bag full of all the cash that Han had stolen and offered the mobster a deal, a race between himself and Takashi, in which the loser had to leave Tokyo for good. As Takashi had already defeated Sean in a race before, Kamata accepted Sean's deal and forced a reluctant Takashi to do the same. After Takashi cost himself the race, when he recklessly tried to ram Sean off the road, Kamata had his henchmen take Takashi away out of disgust and kept his end of the deal by allowing Sean to stay in Tokyo. Unfortunately, Chiba contracted COVID in August 2021. Initially, he was treated at home, but was hospitalized a few days later on 8th of August when he developed pneumonia. He died at the hospital in Kisarazu, Chiba, on 19th August 2021 at 82. Number 7. Zachary Ty Bryan. Bryan was born in Aurora, Colorado to Jenny and Dwight Bryan. His first appeared in local print and television advertising in Denver. He then appeared at a showcase in New York City, directed by Peter Seidman, where a professional talent representative saw him. This, and his interest in acting, soon brought him to California. where he was cast in the role of Brad, the oldest Taylor child, in the show Home Improvement. His character was known for experimenting with different hairstyles and being the child most often in trouble. After Home Improvement ended, Brian made brief appearances in many other television shows, including Buffy the Vampire Slayer as Peter Nichols, Veronica Mars as Kaz Truman, and Shark as Scott Natterson, as well as a guest appearance on an episode of Reading Rainbow. Additionally, he made a cameo appearance on MTV's I Bet You Will, in which he portrayed himself and competed in a challenge where he wrestled female convicted felons. Brian's film roles include the school bully in the 1996 Sinbad comedy First Kid. He starred in the movie Magic Island as Jack Carlisle, and in the TV movie The Principal Takes a Holiday. He also starred as Eric in The Rage, Carrie 2. Later, he played defender Harry Keogh alongside Gerard Butler in the movie The Game of Their Lives, otherwise known as The Miracle Match, about the 1950 U.S. upset at the World Cup. In 2006, he played a villain named Clay in The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift. He is a football player at Sean's school who challenges Sean for talking to his girlfriend after arguing about their cars. Sean wins the argument by questioning whether Clay knows his car and stating that Clay only knows what he reads in the car's brochure. To Clay's embarrassment, this comment amuses his girlfriend, Cindy, so he throws a baseball through Sean's window. Just before a fight between them begins, they settle their differences through a street race. Without money to gamble, and with Clay's disinterest in taking Sean's car, they decide to race for Clay's girlfriend instead. Clay's girlfriend decides to go out with Sean during the race anyway. With nothing to race for, Clay settles for destroying Sean's car by crashing into it. As a result, the two cars flip and spiral out of control, and no one wins the race. Afterward, Cindy, Clay, and Sean were sent to a police station. The aftermath resulted in Sean's trip to Tokyo while Clay and his girlfriend remained in America, presumably protected because of their parents' wealth. After his time on Fast and Furious, Zachary appeared in the 2009 TV miniseries Meteor, which aired on NBC. He also played Thor in the made-for-TV sci-fi channel film Thor, Hammer of the Gods. The film originally aired on November 29, 2009. In 2007, he married Carly Matros, whom he met while attending La Cañada High School. They have twin girls born in 2014, a third daughter born in 2016, and a son born in 2019. Brian and Matros divorced in September 2020 after 13 years of marriage. On November 17, 2021, Brian announced his engagement to model Johnny Faye. Brian and Faye had a daughter in 2021. In early November 2022, Brian and Faye announced they were expecting twins. They will be Brian's 6th and 7th children and his second set of twins. In October 2020, Brian was held on several charges, including felony strangulation, misdemeanor charges of fourth-degree assault, and interfering with making a police report after an apparent argument with his girlfriend in their apartment in Lane County, Oregon. In February 2021, Brian pled guilty to 2 charges, while 6 others were dismissed. He was sentenced to 3 years of bench probation and ordered to partake in a batterer intervention program and to have no contact with the victim. But since then, his life has been plagued by several criminal charges. Outro. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.